All right, we're live. Modeling
Holy
Insanity
crap.
TV. What do you say no crap for?
I said, holy crap. That's some pretty nice shit we're going to be looking
Right.
at
Did
tonight.
I tell you
Wow.
with our guest here, Jason Jennings, my good buddy? Glad to have him on. So, Jason, how you doing?
Great.
Glad to have you on. Jason's a little newbie when it comes to the technology, so he's a little nervous that this isn't going to work out, but I told him we're going to have a good time. I know people starting to join up, and I'm excited about it. Listen, you just saw that intro, Rob. Jason does a lot of good stuff, man. And if anybody listened to the episode that we filmed where I did the shout outs to whoever was at IPMS Nationals, and you probably heard me like read off one guy who had like 15 things, that was Jason Jennings.
Pleasure to meet you.
I'm like, Jay,
again.
how much? Okay, I'm going to ask you right now. I was like, Jay, how much shit did you bring to IPMS Nationals? He's like, what'd you tell me?
30.
You brought 30 models.
30 models.
But I was like, why did you bring 30?
Because they hadn't had the Nationals on the East Coast for how many years?
I know that was the reason, but I had to break your chops though. Yeah, but you were like 15 first place.
Yeah, I had a few.
How did you get 30 models to a show in one piece?
It was tough.
I bet.
And a lot of big ones. A lot of big models too.
Yeah.
Listen, like truck, trailer, what do you got going on there?
Honda Pilot.
Shut up. Okay.
All right. Well, Honda Pilot. Listen, I got a Pilot, and you can fit a lot of stuff in the back. A couple of dead bodies too. You could probably.
Yeah, but it's not like you're stacking models. You know what I mean?
He's probably stacking and taping.
Well, they were stacked
together.
They were stacked.
Well, he's in Virginia, so they're all like weird guys down there. And I'm not going to get into that right now on the live cast. But Jay, we're really glad you're here. We're gonna have a good time. You are an AMPS master, right? You won AMPS master in what, 03, you said?
03, yes.
Yeah, man. And Jay, I met you at an AMPS Nationals a few years back, and we've become pretty decent friends. We talk a lot.
Always.
And Jay's always trying to get me to give him a model of paint. He's like, hey, when are you gonna give me a model of paint? I don't know, man. Next time I see you, when I see it the next night. You're not going to South Bend, you said so.
No,
won't be this year.
Right.
So you know what, Jay, this is what we're gonna do. People now starting to fill in, and before we start looking at some of your awesome builds, and we have a lot of different things, right, Rob? A lot of different things we're going to talk about.
Yeah, I like the variety already.
Yeah, man. Jay does
that's my kind of shit.
Yeah, man. He does everything. He's not just an armor guy. He does sci-fi. He actually took when Lincoln Wright awarded him one of the places for when we did the Maquet group build about a year or so ago, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he did some good stuff.
Did you get your prize?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just fucking.
It was great.
Hey, listen, we're not a bunch of deadbeats over here, you know. Try to fulfill our promises when we say we're going to do something.
We just got to make sure all the departments are doing what they got to do.
Well, you know, that's Donati's responsibility. He's been slacking on that end a little bit, but we're gonna talk about his pay rate after this show, I think, because things have been a little off. All right, so Jay, just give us a background about yourself, how you got in the hobby, and what you like to build, and why you build it, and then we'll start talking about some of your stuff. We're gonna go about an hour and a half. We got an hour and a half to fill.
I'm Jason Jennings. I'm from Lynchburg, Virginia. I like to build everything. I've been building models. I don't remember when I didn't build models. I've always built models, and I build models because I like building models. It's not the subject matter. It's what I can turn a model in, what the model is going to be. I'm not that interested in Tiger tanks or Sherman tanks, or it's really
here.
Can it be really cool model? That's what I care about.
Right. And you do, though. When we start showing the work, people are going to start saying, I think people are going to leave this show tonight inspired to try something different. I will say that without going away. Well, we're losing Frank. This is the first time this has ever happened. Frank is my Frank. We're losing Frank, and this is live, so there's nothing we could do. They finally got Frank dropped. All right. Well, we'll wait for Frank to come back. I can actually run some stuff too, but let's see if Frank gets back in the interim. We're gonna go to the 3 box until Frank comes back on. So Jay, again, like you said, I agree with you on that about the whole Sherman and the Tiger One thing, where you're like, oh, everybody builds Tiger Ones, everybody builds Shermans. I'm not saying that they don't do them well, but you're right though. Sometimes you have to build that obscure that obscure type of model that you could turn into something like you do. Frank, what happened, Frank?
Internet. What are you going to do?
This is what I'm talking about. We just not even 10 seconds prior, we talked about how we have to renegotiate your contract. Now you know why. All right.
Because of his internet?
Yeah.
Because of my internet.
No, we don't allow excuses around here.
I don't do that thing he likes with the feather and the banana, Rob. That's why.
Oh,
All right. So Jay, we're gonna start talking about some of your stuff.
All right.
Let's see what Frankie is gonna throw up for us over here. What's the first? Oh,
big
so what are we
gun.
looking at here, Jay?
Yeah, that's the trumpeter condensator.
Oh wow, it's a
Yeah.
KV chassis, huh?
Yeah, like with a couple extra road wheels.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty stretched out.
You had to buy 2 sets of tracks to complete the thing.
Oh wow.
Right, if you wanted aftermarket tracks. The it's a nice kit. It's very basic. It doesn't come with any of the hoses and there's not a lot of research on it. So which can be good and bad because I can, kind of fake a lot of it. But I built it to look like a museum piece. With models, I always want to try something new with each one.
Okay.
That one is just sitting there kind of not rusty and just destroyed, but just faded paint and worn out. It's got some broken windows and some vandalism,
So it drives the back way and then it shoots the other way, it looks like, right? Is that the cab on the back? Is that where the driver would be?
Yes. The front is the driver. To your right.
Yeah.
Right. And it was an unsuccessful vehicle. I think every time it fired, it broke most of the chassis.
I've never ever seen this vehicle before.
Me neither, man.
I've never seen this before. This is the first time I've ever seen this. This is interesting. Is that the kit barrel?
Yeah.
Is that like
out of box other than the hoses and the tracks?
So hold on, is the barrel 2 pieces or is it one is it a one slide mold?
No, it was 2. It was 2 halves.
Really? You got that sucker together, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty easy with that. I mean, it's like working with a dowel.
Yeah, it's
I
gigantic,
understand that, but it's like, keeping it round. Like Rob Adams he's notorious for flattening it out his rounded pieces when he's sanding. So what's that?
Bullshit.
Oh, speak for yourself. Yeah, no, this is great. So what did you do? Like, what's your paint of choice? You try different things, or because I know when I saw your room, you had a whole Model Masters rack.
Yeah, I do. I prefer lacquers if I have a choice, but because I like to work quick, and really lacquers are the only way. I like to be, I just don't like to wait. So
I'm like you.
Right, lacquer if I can do it, and obviously Vallejo for brush painting. But other than that, truthfully, I still prefer Tester's Model Master if I had a choice.
Right. Well, you're not getting that anymore, right?
No, but if with lacquer,
that's enamel. That's enamel, isn't it?
It is, but if you mix it with lacquer thinner, it dries fast and works the same. So,
you can thin Model Master with lacquer thinner?
Yeah, you can thin enamels with MLT too.
Yeah, and it dries quick, and that I know that's the main complaint with enamels, but I think enamels have rich colors. I think
they do.
They do. I always enjoyed them, and you can brush paint and airbrush with it. That was the big advantage. Whereas now you have to have 2 lines to do it.
For my brush painting metallics, it's all Model Master. Whenever I find one, I'm like, yep, I'll take that.
I love the Model Master steel that I put a little drop into my raw umber when I want to dry brush like tracks and stuff.
The brass is really nice. Like they're all nice.
Yeah, no, this is great.
Sad to see that go. Yeah,
I want to take a look at this again before we move on. Wow. And do you remember what you painted this in? Would you get that? This is like it's a really good take on, like, I guess it would be like a 4BO kind of green, right?
And truthfully, it's federal standard. The forest green that's used for all modern U.S. stuff.
Oh wow, okay.
But it's just thinned down or toned down with radon tan, and just keep bleeding down.
Did you ever bring this to an amp show? This guy?
Yeah,
I don't remember seeing this. Dude,
it was at Hampton.
Okay. Hope you don't hear my washing machine's going on over here. Hopefully StreamYard's not picking it up. Do you hear anything, Frankie, coming through my mic? Any
I
running?
don't hear
No.
anything. I barely hear you.
Oh, well, thank God. So the StreamYard's blocking it out a little bit then.
Here's Jason.
Yeah. All right. What do we got next, Frankie? There's a bunch of good stuff that we got here. Now look at this freaking thing, man. We got to talk about your picture taking too. That's something we're gonna work on.
Yeah, I'm not good at that. This is
He's like,
I was gonna say I'm surprised you didn't give him shit on the last one because you could see the edge of the table. But yeah,
yeah. Now we can see his photo booth too.
well. I mean that whole thing's like 3 foot long. If you can tell
no
me
excuse, Jay.
get that
No
picture
excuse.
taken.
Look at it's Frankie Blanton on the road drinking. What's going on, Frank?
But yeah, if you can tell me how to take a 3 foot model picture, I'd like to know. So
I can. We'll talk about it off the air. So what do we got? This is so cool. What do we got? What kit?
That's
First of all, what kit is it?
I love kit.
Oh wow. Okay, it's newer.
OSA-1. I don't know a lot about the kit. I just thought it was cool and wanted to build it. And I wanted to try some of the water. I'd never tried that where you put the filling or the cotton in the mix it with the water, and try to make it look like splashes. And so
Right, you did it. It looked very convincing with the water.
What's the water done? Made out of tin foil or
tin foil? Yeah. And a layer of the Woodland Scenics water, and then I worked with the cotton or the stuffing. I can't remember what you call it, and worked it through the. It was a lot of fun.
How was this kit? Like, this is the I Love Kit, our kit, or whatever. I Love Kits or whatever they're called. How did you? I've never built one, but how are they as a kit to build?
It was pretty basic, but it was all there. Again, there's not a lot of information on the boats, and I couldn't find any aftermarket. But it was really nice. The handrails have, the holes are well done, so you can run the thread through them. I mean, there were a lot of cleanup on them as far as the mold seam. That takes forever on those. But
you mean the stanchions?
Yes.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And
did they provide the thread or no?
No. And what sucks is when it went down there to, I took it to the Nationals this year, and it soaked up all that humidity down there, and it all rolled out, and it was all wavy and ugly.
That happened to BJ's his FAMO when we were in Texas because it was just brutal there.
Right.
All of his cables and everything sagged. He's like,
I usually use the easy thread or easy line.
Yeah.
And
it
I
doesn't
just
do
did
that.
there, and that was a mistake.
You know what I use? If you know about the Siren Ship Company, was it Siren Ship Company? They make I think it's Siren Ship. I got to look at the online again, but they make amazing rope for ships. I use it for stowage. It's amazing. They make black and like tan rope, and it's however they make it, it literally looks like real freaking rope to scale. I don't know if you ever heard
So there's a million threads per strand, and then they're all stranded together.
And a matter of fact, they actually sell a thing where you can make it yourself. It's insane. If you saw this rope, maybe I'll throw a picture up. Maybe before, I don't know if I would have to go minimize it, but it's pretty amazing. But so what'd you do here with the painting though on here? This is excellent too, Jay. So you paint all your stuff the same way. There's no, it doesn't matter what the subject is or genre. You go about painting your stuff the same way.
No, usually I like to try something new. Most of that, because of the big surfaces, it lets you do a lot of. It's a big canvas to work with, so I spray through a lot of the weathering stencils. I layer through all the weathering stencils for all the colors, and just build up and try to get it. I like a lot of depth, and then I put a lot of oil, different color oils, and depth and dot technique, all standard techniques, but
what scale is this thing, by the way? Sorry, I forgot.
72nd.
Oh crap. Okay.
So it's big. I mean,
it's big.
That whole thing's almost with the base is about almost 3 feet.
So you have room for these things then?
Not really.
That's why he's only got one,
He
Rob.
got 30 models he just brought to the RPMS Nationals. How much room do you think he's got?
Well, he's probably running out now. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Frankie, there's another angle, right, for this guy? You have another
No.
shot?
No.
No, this is it?
Yeah,
This is
those
it.
were some of the random pictures I sent.
Oh, wow. Now look at this guy. It's crazy, man.
Is this a breakdancing Gundam?
Right, just a gun.
It's a Zoc or whatever they call him.
G-Zoc.
Thanks a lot,
G-Zoc, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just threw it in there for fun. Anybody's built one. But if you've never built a Gundam, you're missing out because they're crazy fun. The engineer, just to do the engineering of it is so next level. You're missing out if you don't build one. And then you're mad at your armor kit because why can't it go together and hide all the seams and still work?
Your color choices on this are excellent, though. It's cool because it's supposed to be an underwater Gundam as well, right?
Correct.
So I think that you embrace that as well.
Right.
That is so cool, though. So, like obviously, this thing is not meant to be like doing a handstand.
No.
I like how you did that. It's like really cool. Like how did you paint this sucker? Like I got to do full screen again, Frankie. Like, what'd you do? Is that masks? All masks?
It's all masks. That's one of the big things I did a few years ago was I bought a Cricut, and now I pretty much don't build anything unless I can paint it with stencils,
Right?
Because it just is so much better, and it's better than decals. The color.
Yeah,
I can adjust
I'm a big mask guy. Yeah, so
I
I want to get a kick like a silhouette. Matter of fact, our buddy Sean Picard recently got a silhouette, a cameo, and he swears by it.
Oh yeah.
He swears by it.
The other question I have about this is how the hell did you get it to stand like that?
I mean, I just did it. Yeah, I mean,
just with its big legs and everything splayed the way they are. It doesn't not look like it should balance.
No, it did. It was fine.
That's amazing. Okay.
Right.
Are you balancing on your backdrop?
No, he's just balancing it on the table.
No, that's in a photo booth.
It is, but it's standing on its own.
It's freestanding.
No, that I know. I understand it's freestanding, and I know it's freestanding. I'm saying it's actually not only did he put it on the table, he put it in his photo booth and stood up. Like that thing is not sitting straight. Like the photo booth, sometimes the bottom doesn't always sit nice and flat. Sometimes it bubbles up.
I've got a range of like 7 or 8 pictures where it's doing one after another, different crazy poses. Pretty fun.
This is really nice, Jay. This is really cool.
But again, if you've never built a Gundam, you owe it to yourself to do it. Don't let the haters keep you from doing it.
I totally concur, man.
Just for the engineering, and then go back and cuss at every other model kit that you build.
And not only that, but you got to pose them, Riv. Like I always said, that's the fun part.
I didn't have time. I couldn't get it to the turkey shoot last year. My original project took a dump, and then I had to do another one, and it was a Gundam, and I tried to get it done fast, and he's like, "Oh, you didn't pose it." He's standing up. What do you want to tell you? What do we got next, Frankie? Now I gotta ask you about this because this is like when you sent this to me, I'm like, did he send me like a cell shaded picture? Like I was like, what is this? And you got to talk about what this is, Jay.
It's something you can do with an Eschi Saab Viggen because you can't build it and put it on the table. So I had one. I'm like, let's try this. For a few years, I've been painting slot car bodies, the drag racing style, which is models, regular model kits, but you paint them and I've done pretty well with it. And I mean, I painted probably a couple hundred of them, car bodies.
This is so cool.
One of the styles I did was a cartoon style or cell style like that. I was trying to perfect it. And I mean, it's easy to do and a lot of fun. It doesn't always come out like you want, but
I've never seen anybody paint anything like that.
It is a cool thing. Gundams look really cool when they do it that way as well.
There's a lot of people that are way better than I am at it. So
I would still, if that's your first jam, well, that's not your first jam at it, but I would say that is pretty fucking cool. So
yeah, that's pretty.
Send me that picture. I want to send it to my kid because he's in he's in art school right now, so he'd probably appreciate that.
And I built
Yeah.
a book. You just hang it on the wall.
Yeah. What scale is that? 48?
48.
So cool. And what's the kit? Eshy? What'd you say it was?
The old Eshy. I mean, from the 70s. You know.
Oh God!
I
Just
mean,
the
it's a
word
terrible
Eshy
kit.
alone.
I mean, it's a terrible kit. It took a whole bottle of Tamaya putty to get it even reasonable. You know.
Yeah, but still cool. What a great effect on this. Have you done anything else? Have you done another one since like this?
No, I'm done. No, not anything.
Like
I'd
the
like
cell
to-
shaded color, what a cell shade paint job or whatever.
I've done a bunch of cars. Well, not a bunch, but several cars, car bodies, and that I've sold, but not.
Well, wasn't that the Nationals last year that had that crazy car that looked like it was coming off the page, like the guy had sketched it?
I don't know. I didn't.
Frankie, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, that was last year's IPMS Nationals, where the guy did the blue car, and I've seen this done. This is my first airplane like this. I've seen guys do it with Gundam and with cars, but you pulled it off, Jason. It looks absolutely fantastic.
It's something fun, and it's very easy to do. It's all hand painted. You know, the blue on the
it's all hand painted,
huh?
It's all hand painted.
It's all hand paint. You paint the one color gray down, and then get out your other stuff. You paint the blue obviously on you mask off the white, and then paint the blue, and then you paint the other part, the plain gray, and then from there out, it's all from brush.
But the shadow work is really well done too. Like you can see a different shade of blue after the black from the shadow in the front.
How did you do this though? Like I'm just curious of how this is done.
Like, I mean, again, it's really simple. It's you paint the gray, you paint the primer or the gray. That's actually gray primer is all it is, and then you just pick where you want your etchings, in the different colors of the gray, and then
you mask. Is this masks and stuff?
No, it's just straight brush, straight hand.
Oh
brush.
wow!
Yeah, all hand brush, and then Sharpie makes all the lines.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
it's fucking crazy, man. I just my mind.
Well,
you don't paint ribs, so that's why you can't imagine it. But yes, it's just I'm trying to envision something.
And
like
actually, the painting style and the technique is very easy. It's the imagining part that's really hard.
No, this is outstanding. You executed this one very well.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. This is something fun to do. Something to do with the old kit that is not good for anything else.
Yeah, I did that. I don't know if you're a Pink Floyd fan, but I did an 810 32nd scale one, so it's big. The whole underside of it is painted like a brick wall, like from the wall, and I got decals made for the marching hammers and shit. And painted the whole top of it black, and I was just like,
"You wouldn't."
What else do you do with this thing? It's a piece of junk otherwise.
Exactly right.
Listen, I told you inspired some people to try something. I guarantee someone who's going to see this is going to be inspired to try this, or at least research on how to do it, because this is really cool.
Well, there was a really good one at Ants from the 48 build a couple years ago. I remember the tiger coming through the wall.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Combat GI one.
Yeah.
Whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that one. Yeah, that was done really well too, and that was at MFCA as well. I think that MFCA. That was done like that, huh?
Mm-hmm. Similar. I mean, again,
similar, I guess, but this is fucking awesome. Frankie, throw up the border models kit for me. I want to talk about
we got one more. One more.
Look at this, man.
Crush
it.
it.
Humvee?
No, it's second scale. That's an old Robotech kit from the 80s. Remember when they had the Robotech kits here in the state?
Yeah. No, I'm talking about that Humvee or whatever.
That's a Dragon.
Everything
Humvee.
there.
Oh, Dragon.
Everything there came in the kit.
No, well the robot, but the Humvee is a Dragon Humvee.
I love how the back wheels come up as if it's getting crushed at the time. That's awesome. So talk about this. So what's the kit? So you said it's Robotech, and then the Dragon is the Humvee?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Just something a little fun. That kit is super hard to find. Now they make it again in a new modernized version, but to find the old one was really difficult.
This is
very
so
expensive
cool.
to find.
Did you do any modifications to this, or this is straight out of the box? This guy.
No, it's got.
Well, you had to modify the Humvee.
Well, that yes,
Right.
I'm talking about the
And then
actual robot.
No, it has some modifications, but I can't even remember because it's old 80s, and you really got to do a lot of work to it to make it nice. But
Wow.
it was just something fun.
No, this is this is cool.
Yeah. I'm sure there was tons of seam line work that had to be done.
Oh yeah, that's rough.
Yeah.
Just when you have the imagination, you have a vision of what you want to do. Like for instance, you're building this Robotech robot or whatever it's called. And like, you know what? I want him crushing something. I'll use a Humvee. And then you got the Humvee, and then you're figuring out, well, I got to make it look like it's getting crushed, right? You got to act and make that sense of weight, right? That's getting crushing the front of that Humvee. So what did you do to do that?
I don't even remember hardly. The other side is that I built that thing a long time ago.
Okay.
I just flattened it out really because the roof on those is metal, but the front end is fiberglass of a Humvee. So you have to, there are different materials. You got to think ahead on what you're going to do because they wouldn't collapse the same, So
right.
I had to break one, and the other one I just made a copy out of lead foil and crushed it. That was simple enough. But the fiberglass one took a little more engineering, and which is silly because it's probably more detailed than anybody other than me would ever notice.
So even people are saying your imagination is awesome, and it's true. Like just to think of it, like it's like an artist having an idea of what you want to do, and then getting it on the canvas. Like this is interesting.
Nice fading on the base too.
Right.
Plus, you want to give it. The big thing was to give it some scale because it's a really big robot, and so without something to go by, you really don't have any sense of scale.
Right. And you said what is the scale on this? What did you say it was?
It's 72nd.
72nd. And it's a 35th scale Humvee though, right?
No, No.
What's the Humvee?
It's 72nd scale Humvee.
Oh, that too is 72.
Uh-huh.
Wait a minute, how big is this thing?
Probably 8 or 9 inches across.
Wow, really? It looks so big. I'm thinking this is huge, Rob. I think that was a 35th scale kit.
Because he took a good picture, Rob. Give the man some credit.
This one is an okay picture.
Fooled you.
Wow, this is really the whole thing is 72nd scale, huh?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I'm working with a friend of mine now, and I'm scaling that kit up I'm scaling it up to 48 scale, but it's going to be a 35th scale version. And he's modifying a lot of it into 3D. It's not going to look like that exactly anymore, but it's going to have a turret with a more modern. It's going to be pretty crazy, hopefully.
Wow.
That's my current project, actually, that exact same robot. I've always loved that robot. It's just cool.
Yeah, no, that is really cool. I really and the imagination of it crushing the Humvee. Why did you use a Humvee instead of let's say the tank? Is it easier because of the wheels to depict with that a little bit?
Well, yeah, and I don't think even a big heavy robot probably couldn't crush a tank.
Yeah, probably not.
I was trying to find something that was available and easy. So that's what I found. My
Frank,
friend he had one of those kits. He said, "Here, you can have this."
Yeah, this guy right here, you won People's Choice Award right at 2022 Nats when it was in Newport News.
Yeah,
look at this, man. I remember we talked about this. You're like, because this was the Border Models kit. That's a Chinese main battle tank, right, or whatever it is.
Yes.
And if you see the box art at the bottom, where you actually, scaled down the box art in San Francisco, as if the Chinese and we're getting a little reverb there.
Sorry, no, it's gone now.
Where it was invading San Fran or whatever, right?
Right.
You're like, I can't have this guy acting. We're gonna take that bastard out, right?
Right.
You say that.
Yep.
Look at this. So please talk about this because this is excellent. The fact that you did the backdrop too, and also putting the stuff on the front and everything with the border model. So talk to me here. What'd you do?
I mean, it's pretty straightforward what you see. That it's I actually didn't to get back at border. That was an old Bronco ZTZ 99 that I had sitting on the shelf for years. So I didn't even buy their kit to do it.
Oh, this isn't the border models kit.
No, that's an old Bronco kit from.
Are you serious here? I'm thinking it's that kit.
I didn't even have to buy their kit to do it. So take that.
Well, how'd you get the backdrop that looks like the one on the kit?
I found a good picture that was fairly similar from that same angle, and just took it. A friend of mine printed it for me.
So you did the whole border models thing and didn't even buy that kit. What a net big F you that is.
Right. Yeah, that makes it even sweeter. Yes.
Wow, you did I mean, I've seen this in person, and the pictures don't do it justice. I mean, even though it looks great in pictures, and the fact that it's a Bronco kit. Bronco?
Yes.
Really, Bronco makes this model?
I think it was Bronco. I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and it's actually from quite a while back. I think I've had it in my stash. I mean, for a long time.
I'm trying to think. Does Bronco? Are you sure it's Bronco?
Is it Bronco?
I think you're getting one of those. I don't know. I think it might. I don't remember Bronco. I could be. Frank, producer.
Yep.
Frankie's looking. Look at him.
Bronco builds it.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, you're right, Jay.
Yeah.
So it was Bronco. See, I'll never doubt you again, Jay. So listen, you know what? The fact that it's the fact that it's a Bronco kit even elevates it even higher because I love Bronco, and I'm going to tell you right now, and I know Border has its issues. I'm guarantee the Bronco kit's a lot harder to build than the Border model kit.
Right. That's why he blew it up.
That's why he blew it up. It's true.
Bucket.
But not just that, but also all right, this is what I want to talk about. Seriously, we want to talk about this model. The groundwork. Now, you represented asphalt pretty freaking realistically. It's very convincing. What did you do to make that and also paint the crosswalk and then do the cracks and everything exactly like that? So what did you do?
And actually I do really simple. It's not fancy. It's air dry putty or air dry clay, which is you buy in the little bricks. I don't know if y'all use it. You just buy it in the little bricks, and from Hobby Lobby or wherever, and I just spread it out, and then stipple it with a heavy brush till I get an uneven finish. And then I come back and sand it lightly so the uneven it pits in different
air dries. It air dries.
Yeah, and then I carved that, the burned part of it out while it was still wet.
Okay.
Then it's just primer black, and start, blending the gray in over top of it. I think I had just made a stencil on the Cricut for the crosswalk.
Oh, so to see the Cricut, I was just with my wife when we were at Michael's. I'm like, I gotta get a silhouette or a Cricut cutter to make masks, and then you got it. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's an amazing tool. Like I say, I really don't build anything anymore that I have to fool with a lot of decals, unless it's like the tiny stencil stuff.
No, yeah.
And by the way, I showed you the wrong kit. Bronco makes 2 of these. This is the kit that you use.
Hold on, we're gonna make it bigger, Frank.
Yeah, well, blow on it a little bit. There you go.
There you go. That's it.
That's the box art. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the box art. So
wow.
2011 kit.
Right. I told you it was pretty old.
No, when I saw this at that show. Obviously, you were a master at the time, so you competed in the masters whatever your little masters club thing you got going on at Amps, because you guys are we can't. God forbid anybody else judges the masters at Amps. Jay's funny. Remember, I was like, I remember I was like, I go, I got to say this, and I don't give a shit. it was time to judge. Like everybody was going to judge the masters, and there was only a few at the show. This was like the year later. I think it was in 23. And they're like, oh, you can't judge the masters. Only masters can be judging the masters. I was like, wait a minute, time out. It's us that it's the general judges make you a master. Now we're not good enough to judge you now that you're a master.
Yeah,
Is that what you're fucking telling me?
It's a weird system, and it's very difficult because how are you going to go sit over and look at Tony Zadro's work or Breggy or know, whoever's over there? You're like, what am I going to tell them?
Right.
You know?
You're all judging yourselves. It's like you're scratching each other's backs and wipe each other's asses, but no one else can do it.
But their stuff's good. What do you know? It's like
right. It's all good. It was just funny because what you said to me was, I don't give a shit. Go ahead and judge. And everybody was like, no, you can't do it. That's different. That's your mindset because that's how you are. You're like a good guy.
Right. And I think that it should go through the regular through the normal judging.
Right.
So that the judges could get a chance to see it. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Right.
Listen, this past year, I think there was we had a lot more masters compete than other shows in the past, which is good to see. But again, back in 2022, when you brought this there, this won People's Choice, and for good reason, because it really got a lot of attention at that show, as it should. Because if you would have just put this on a base by itself, really good model. But the way you presented it with the border model stuff, right, Frank, with the Golden Gate Bridge 100%. And the box art saying, F these guys, you're not going to have a nice tank here. We're going to blow you up.
Right.
That's why it looked great. Right, Rob?
Yeah, love it. It's freaking amazing.
We got some of the angles, Frankie. We got some more angles on this.
No,
sucker, right?
That's it. There's 3 pictures.
Oh, with 3 pictures, that's it?
That's
more
it.
than that.
That's,
you know what?
Remember 15 minutes ago, he said he sucked at photography? Maybe not
gave me a
sucks
little
at photography, but sucks at submitting photos. How about that?
Yeah, he does. I'm a little disappointed. You should have more mouth. Just really quick.
That's all.
That model is actually built to view from one angle. So how many? That's the way it was built. To view
if you're looking from the side, you're not getting the background behind it.
Right.
Fine. You get cover. You got cover. You're good.
Right. You're off the hook on this guy. Just really quick. So the digital camera, that's all mass. You did that yourself?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So how do you do that then? Did you find something, or did you use like the decals as a guide? Did you scan it or something?
No, somebody actually for those kits they actually make a pre-cut set. I can't remember who makes it. It's a weird manufacturer. That's surprising they make it, but it comes already, which I didn't use all of it. It came with a lot.
Okay.
So,
yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah, so I scanned it into Cricut, so I have it forever now. So
look at this guy.
Ching.
Yeah. Don't say that too much.
Scale it up or scale it down.
We don't want to have problems with YouTube. They're very against like that stuff. So you better be careful. I'm sure they don't. I'm sure that YouTube's not really watching. I don't think right now.
No.
What do we got next, Frankie?
Before we go on, Jason, is DN Models? Does that ring a bell for the digital camo mask?
No, it's one of the big companies actually. One of the main companies.
Okay.
I don't remember if it was Trumpeter or somebody.
Yeah, I was just looking at ScaleMates to see if we could see who it was. That's the only one they got listed. But speaking of amps, so this one probably didn't make it to amps.
What? No.
You had to set the Nats this year, though, wasn't it there?
And it actually won Best Aircraft at the Nats this year.
So that's all? Yeah,
I know. But which was very surprising for me because I didn't in a million years think that kit. It had never won a first place before.
And you took first for this?
Yeah, it took first and Best Aircraft.
Wow, you won Best Aircraft?
Yes.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. And it's crazy. It's crazy for me. I mean, it's pretty clean and it's different. It's definitely different than what most aircraft guys are doing, how they approach it. And I just saw the kit in the box and I was like, man, that's too cool of it's a crazy looking plane.
Right.
Plus that's all masks. There's no decals on it. That's all paint.
Okay, so you had said that you're attracted to models that are unique, which is like
Yes.
when you're not necessarily building, like you're attracted to like those obscure type of subjects or things that like really tickle your fancy. How does a Pan American like plane? This is what, like from the '60s it's supposed to be, right?
Yeah, 50s even.
50, like what made you want to build this particular kit?
It's, you know, it's just, it looks 50s. It looks,
Yeah.
you know, it's a very unusual subject. And I've never seen the kit built. I've never seen it in the military version or the.
What is the kit, Jason? What is it?
It's an Academy 72nd scale. It's a big model. 72nd scale, B377. The you know, they made a fuel tanker version out of it, and then they made some like this that were airliners. You know, that's a B-29 under it. Can you go back a picture or two?
Absolutely. Which one would you like to see?
Like that one. All right, do you see how the bottom is silver and then it bulbs out?
Yeah.
Everything below the silver is B-29.
Okay.
And they added that big bulbous top to it and made it a luxury airplane.
Wow. You know, when I look at Pan Am that like that, has ever watched Catch Me If You Can with Leonardo DiCaprio?
Yeah.
When he's got all the freaking toy Pan Am planes in the tub to take the decals off so he can put them on the checks so he can cash them at the freaking the bank. That was great. That's the first thing I saw. Wow, look at this, man. So what did you? So you masked this whole thing? Everything is airbrushed. Everything done, like even the blue line down the side.
Yes, it's all paint. Yep.
How did you now? What did you do? You painted the blue first, and masked that off, and then painted the white.
No, the white would have been first because it's the toughest.
And then how did you get that blue line to be so good?
Just, you know,
you got to mask it all off.
Yeah, got to mask it. I think I put down the piece I needed and then masked. You know, when it cut it out on the Cricut, I put it down where the blue, where it would be, and then I used that as a guide to put to cover the white over, if that makes sense.
It does.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And those wheels, all those little like the little circular, like what wheels? The windows.
Yeah.
I was going to say.
I meant to say thank you, Rob. The windows.
Yes.
Those are put in after everything's painted, or is that already in there? Like you masked them off?
No, I had to put them in there because they come in from the inside. How was building this kit? How was it putting it together? No, it's a rough kit. I know why you don't ever see it. It's not easy. And, you know, it's not easy, and it's large. It's very. I mean, it's got a very large wingspan, and it's big and clumsy.
Nice bare metal finish on the wings. I like the base too. How it's, it's like,
I saw this at the Nats when we were there, and I didn't know this was yours. Matter of fact, I didn't think that you would be building a commercial airline plane, to be honest with you, Jay. And when I read off the awards that at the Nationals, and I read that for you, I'm like, what was he building a freaking airliner for? One of those was his. Really cool, man. Really good, right, Frankie? This makes you want to build a Pan Am plane.
Absolutely. Well, I'm kind of the same, right? I like choosing the aesthetic over the actual product, and I got a Catalina Black Cat that's going to get done one day, and looking
the
forward
Catalina
to
wine.
Yeah. I'm not listening to any of your aircraft talk anymore ever.
Built a Stuka. Fuck off, Rob.
So hold on. So Mike, hold on. Mike just said something. What did he say that I stole his thunder about? What? Was this about the Catch Me If You Can? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
This Frankie Perrone. Frankie Perrone is in. Frankie, we're taking a road trip tomorrow. Frankie's getting to my house tomorrow at 10 o'clock or so, maybe a little earlier, to go up to ArmorCon. Whoever's going to be here might be at ArmorCon tomorrow. We're going to be there.
Yeah, Rob, we don't care about your trip. We want to hear about this boat.
Look at Jeff Fella's in here. Look at this. Yeah, well, Virginia.
Let's go back let's go back to the plane a minute.
Look at Jason. You feel comfortable now, huh? Now you're giving my AV guy directions.
I had a couple things to
say. That's
a
cool picture right there. That picture right there is probably the only picture that you're gonna get props from me tonight. That's a really good upshot right there. Really good picture.
Again, it's all paint, and it's super glossy, super smooth.
Yeah, well, you can see the reflection of the turbine
Yeah, look at
side
that. Huh?
and
underneath.
that's the whole reason it has that base, is so I could put something under to reflect back in it. That's the whole point
Yeah.
of that.
Oh,
Wow.
that is
that-
thinking ahead.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
ladder, if you see that ladder, this kit, if anybody is going to build it, I built that ladder. I just scratch built it on the bench out of HO model railroad handrails and stuff like that, because it's so rear heavy. That has a rod. I built that thing and ran a rod through the plane, and that helps
Wow.
to keep the
You
tails
scratch built
up.
that?
Yeah.
Did you now? Obviously, I'm going to assume that you used pictures of the ones that they used back then to do this.
Yeah, it's loosely based. Yes. I mean,
I
it's,
thought that came with the kit. That's perfect.
no, it's close enough where if you put the pictures, but it's not exact by any means.
Well, you should have did. You'd have like Gerald Ford falling down the stairs, right?
Right.
Oh, that's a little before his time.
Well, it's
Too early.
kind of cheesy because
Or
the
hit his
door's
head
not
when he's walking through the door.
because the door's not open and you can't get the door open with the ladder in the way, so it's really not.
Wow.
But
This is really good at Jay. This is see again. I'm going to say this for like the third time tonight. The variation of projects that you do, it's insane. Like this different things that you do is definitely inspiring to try something
on.
different. Look at this thing.
Scott Braggy says it's close on the B-29. It's based on a B-50 bomber, wings and tail.
well,
Still
Right.
education
Again,
on the plane, I guess.
again, I like models. I don't do that much research on some things.
Fuck that
Also
shit.
on the plane, one of the things I wanted to say was I'm not a great aircraft modelist. I know a lot of really great aircraft models, and I really don't. I can't compete with them on normal things. They're on P-51s or any of that. But that just goes to show you that if you go bold, that might be what. I mean, there's 100 ME-109s over there.
Right.
Exactly.
And they were all fabulous, far better than I can do. I wouldn't be able to compete in that class. But if you just go bold and try something you're not used to, it may be,
Definitely. And
if awards, if you want things to stand out, that's
You want table presence, I guess.
right.
Let's see. What are we looking at here, Jay?
This 1/350th trumpeter, Cesarevich, I guess how you say it. Now this got first at the Nationals in 1/350th battleships, and you know how difficult class is to compete in.
Yeah, that's fucking. That's
right.
something else, yeah.
And which was very surprising to me. It's not something I would expect it to win in
This
a
is so
million
cool.
years, but
Wow. This is great.
But see, and I'm not slighting on those guys. They're way better at what they do than I do. This isn't a big model. I mean, those Bismarcks and
but it's unique. That's what makes it stand out.
This is trumpeter.
Yes, and the other thing I noticed with them is everything on there. And this is not a slight on them. I don't want anybody to take it the wrong way, but is the paint is all the other were on the table. They didn't have a lot of depth, a lot of weathering or
highlight shadows, anything.
Right. No light shadows, anything like that. And this it's one of the reasons I built it, because I was like, well, nobody really does it like this. Let's see how it looks.
So say on the bow where you got that little platform coming off the side there.
Yeah.
Right. Is that that shading underneath, you added that, or is that just from the lighting?
Probably from the lighting, but there's some.
Okay.
I would have done it. That would have been sprayed through weathering stencils for the base coat, and then a lot of oil work on that.
Yeah, I could see that. So what's what you did lacquers on this too?
Yeah, I think that was Tamiya paint. I mean, the base coats weren't really that important. I think it's all what you worked on top.
No, what is the for a 350 though? Not just for a Russian battleship. What's their standard color? What's the color that they use for that?
That
They
color.
had a bunch of choices,
That
but
color. Thanks a lot, Rob, for the help.
I didn't pay any attention. I just painted it gray.
No, because the color is so like it looks. What's it look like, Rob? Like it looks look like
Authentic.
yeah. This looks dirty. It looks cold. It looks dirty. It looks
Right. Oh, that's what I was
grungy. It's like a. It just looks.
It has a
it looks the
very
part.
it has a very animated kind of looking appearance to me as well. Like not like the plane was, but
Right.
it's got a certain level of that in my
Yeah, I guess
in
so.
my
It
eye.
does.
So the thing is that Sarah, fuck, this fucking lisp of mine. This ship fought in the Russo-Japanese War, and if you remember, the entire Russian fleet had to go all the way from Archangel all the way around, basically the world, to just get to Japan. By the time they got there, those ships were in shit condition. So this is what they would look like because they were at sea for a couple months just to get to the to Port Arthur. So the weathering would be spot on. And I even looked at a couple pictures of that thing, and I mean, you nailed it. And that's one of the reasons why you would have gotten it first, because you nailed that ship the way it would appear
Right.
in Port Arthur before it got torpedoed.
Yeah, no, cold and grungy and damp, and
Yeah.
that's the look that you want.
And
You
Russian.
nailed it. Yeah,
Right.
you
And-
well
right.
deserve it though in this one.
Because if you go back to the earlier, the Trumpeter makes two versions, and the other version is totally different paint. You know, it's white and it's got the tan smokestacks or the flesh colored smokestacks, and you know it's very different than that is. But I like that. You
The
know,
base you did. Obviously, you did this with the cricket too. That's what you did.
yeah.
So cool, man. This is a really good presentation too. Very good. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, look
Yeah.
at Mikey. Yeah, definitely hit that like button. It helps get the video out. We do get a lot of views after we go live, which is great. But if you're watching and you like it, then that gets the video out there for other people who might not necessarily be subscribed to the channel. So look at this guy. Even now he's a car guy too. You can't keep up with you. Cars, planes, ships, aircraft.
So you got first in what category with this one, Jason?
Actually, you know what? The Nationals didn't even place.
Oh, you suck.
Fucking
Loser.
terrible.
You didn't get first. You didn't
Yeah.
place. You're
Boo.
what the hell
Show
you
it over.
building for? Should be ashamed of yourself. No, this is great, man. This goes for our car guys. This is like now we got the Model Car Mania podcast now. Maybe some of our guys, I think.
Oh,
I think
Jason's in here
there
too.
he is. There,
So-
there it is. Jason's in, and so is Mike Outlaw. Maybe these guys can learn how to build a car watching this podcast tonight, or this live cast. Sorry, guys. Talk to me here, Jay. What do we got?
It was just for fun. That's the little gasser model kit, and I just thought it would be funny. I'd seen a truck, a sewage pumping truck that was called the Dookie Boys, and so I just kind of mimicked it. I put a big tank on the back to look like a sewage pumping truck, and it was something to play with. It was a lot of fun.
What's
Those
the
kits, you
base
know,
made
they're
out
not-
of? Is
They're
that
not a
3D
lot of
print?
parts, but they're old. I'm sorry.
What's the base made out of? Is that like a 3D print or what? Like what is that?
No, it's I make all my own bases. They're basically out of foam core board, and that one's one I try. I try something different again with everything, and that was my attempt at having a hovering base where it wasn't
Okay,
touching
cool.
the ground.
No, that's a friggin' unique model. Like that thing would do well at any show, I think.
Right, it's just pretty funny. That's really
Yeah.
why I built it, because it's hilarious. It has actually one of the best engines I think I've seen. It's got, it's a rare engine, and it's very well detailed. I can't believe it's in that goofy kit, but
And you pulled off the gloss really nice. Like you can see
Well,
on the
it's-
tank there where it's like a nice crisp line. Like, there's no wobble in that gloss. Really.
no, well that's 2K clear from
Oh,
real
okay.
automotive, because that's what I do with the slot car bodies that I paint on the side, so that people can handle them a lot
Yeah.
and they won't get hurt. It's a little thick for models usually, but with this model, it was kind of over the top anyway, so it didn't matter. You can have a little more fun with it than.
Yeah. It's a fuck those guys model.
Right. And
Yeah.
it's the Dookie boys. So I mean,
Yeah.
you know, right. It's pretty funny. But cars can be fun, but they're stressful.
All right, I remember.
Anybody can build a car. Easy.
I remember this one now.
Is this the one that Lincoln Wright gave the second to? Is this the one?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was third, actually.
You took third?
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow.
Which I get.
There was a couple of good guys in there. Listen, I don't even know. Lincoln's the one that judged. So,
yes. And
yeah.
I think that's far off the traditional Mackay stuff, so I get it.
Is this the Croat? Is that what this is? Croat?
It's a Gans.
Gans. Now, this is who makes this kit?
It was a Nitto one. I think is that who made them? Nitto.
Yeah, Nitto. You made the
Nitto.
Nitto one.
Yeah. Okay.
I super detailed the engine. That was probably really mostly all I did to it. I made the tubes for the launchers. I covered them in carbon fiber before I put my goal was to have it a reverse whitewash. The kit, the actual robot is white, but they sprayed purple over it, and it's all faded off. That was kind of its.
That's super cool, actually. Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. You know, the kits, they take a lot of. They're not that easy. The old ones are not that easy.
No,
But
the
it was
newer
a lot
ones from 135th are great, but these
Again,
Nitto
so
kits,
what-
they are a challenge.
Is that a gear laying in the dirt there, or is that part of it?
It was a big wheel that came in the kit, I guess, for another version. And
Oh,
I'm like, well, I can throw that down there. That looks cool.
fucking right. There you go. Good angle shots.
I think one of my favorite parts, it's got a garden hose wrapped up in its legs. It's got a bunch of plastic and trash wrapped in its legs. You know, that was where it's been dragging its feet along.
This is really great, though. So, what did you do here with the paintwork, though, Jay? What did you like when you went to this? Did you know what you wanted? Because I think the color's awesome the way you did this. With the
Yes.
was it like the grayish type chipping and stuff? So, what made you want to paint it this way?
I had that color scheme in my head forever. It's not the first time I've done a robot in it, and I like it. It's white. It's I did hairspray technique. I mixed the purple with just red and blue Tamiya paint, and
Right.
and made the purple and faded it, and then did hair. It was over hairspray and just worked it off.
Yeah, I like that idea of reverse whitewash. That's fucking cool.
Right.
I might be stealing that.
Hey, go ahead. It's fun. I just like to try something a little different with each thing.
Totally, man. I love it.
And again, with Cricut mask, I had no decals on it. It's all Cricut masks.
But that thing, I mean, obviously everybody's talking about this Cricut and these silhouettes to do these masks, but my God, this is missing out over here. We got to start, Frankie, get a Cricut or a silhouette or something.
What I'll tell you too, the research I've done, I think they're fairly equal in how they operate, but I think the Cricut has easier software, which is a big advantage for me. So that's why I picked the Cricut over the silhouette.
And are you using Aura Mask then?
Yes. Yep. Sometimes the
820 or whatever it is. I don't remember which one it is. 810?
813, I think, is the one I'm using. But I haven't. But it works great. But again, one of the things is you're not going to like it if you're an acrylic guy. I can tell you that. If you're a lacquer person like me, you can tape anything you want to it and it doesn't care.
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah.
But if you're putting down, if your first level was the acrylic primer, then that's not something you even want to look at.
Yeah, you're screwed.
What was the learning curve with something like the Cricut and stuff to do the mask? Like, did you just like watch a video on YouTube to figure it out, or is it like self-explanatory?
I didn't even do that. I do screenshots on my phone. It's super simple. I have one of my friends is he'll do if it's some complex artwork, he'll do it for me.
Okay.
Works at a print place. He's
Right.
really good at such. I'll get him to do complex things, but most things I just screenshot on my phone, and the software is
Scan
that
it in
easy.
and
Is that good where you could take a screenshot on your phone or something and then that's the cut?
Yeah.
It does do pretty good. My wife has one, but I haven't been able to get a hold of the right
Perone has got a silhouette or a cricket or a silhouette, and he's been scanning a lot of decals and things, and he's like, it's great. I'm like, I got to get one of these things.
And you got to know like what parts to weed out and everything from the pattern.
Yeah, I'm sure I can figure it out. I mean, I use Adobe Illustrator and things like that, and Photoshop because of the magazine.
No, I mean when you're actually applying it.
What is this? What is this, Frank?
That's a cricket.
No, I know what it is. I'm like, Frank, what happened to your hands? They're all skinny. Christ, you look like you have something to eat,
weight.
for God's sake. God.
I've been worried about
malnutrition over there up in whatever fucking part of Canada you are. I know you guys are struggling up there. I didn't realize you're that struggling that bad.
It's terrible, man.
So hold on a minute. So are you supposed to hold it as it's cricketing, or what's going on here?
It's just a publicity shot. Just because not everyone knows what we're talking about.
So what's the difference between a cricket and a silhouette cameo? Like, what's the difference? Just two different brands, or
yeah?
Because for some reason I thought the silhouette
two different brands, two different software.
I thought it was like a higher end one. No, is that true or not?
No. Well, there's all levels between both of them. You can get the entry level one, or you can get the best one.
Yeah.
You know, no different than anything else, really.
Okay. So. Nasty. I just asked a question.
I wasn't getting nasty.
Christ, it just takes a question and get all nasty.
I'm at the point where I build almost my models I look at that first. How am I going to be able to cut these masks? You know.
Oh, is that how you're going into the builds now? You're not even worried about that shit? Like, how's the mask going to work out?
Right. Because, I'm going to have to apply a lot of decals I don't want to fool with.
No, you're right, though. Listen, I guess I always wanted to ask the car guys, like maybe we'll get maybe we'll get one of our car guys on for one of the next shows. I might have to bow down and get one of these guys on to talk about how they do their decaling and stuff, or if they would do use like a mask or something. Because I guess it's kind of hard if it's multicolored. I guess that would be a little more difficult, right? If you had to do like different layers or different colors and stuff.
Not really.
No, it's not hard.
No, it's not hard.
Maybe if I painted more, maybe I'll realize how hard it's not. Right? I'm waiting for Andrew to say something. Yeah, what do we look? Wow, what is it? It's like a garbage truck.
Right.
What do we got here? What kit is it, and what are we looking at?
It's a bunch of scratch building and everything else. There's not much kit left.
No in progress.
I would have included some.
Oh, you're killing me. I gotta ask a question though. So I remember looking at that four-legged mecha stepping on the Humvee or whatever had a similar base. Now, what kind of bases do you use? You make these like this?
Yes.
Now, what do you do? Like before we talk about the model, your base, what are you doing here? How are you getting like that?
That's 2 layers of foam core board.
Okay.
And then it's again air dry putty. I do the sides first, and I think I got a piece of ripped wood, balsa or basswood that's ripped, and I just press that texture into it, stick some kitty litter in it, press the texture in it, let that dry, sand it smooth. Then I do the same with I put a layer of air dry putty on the top, stipple it, and then as it dries, I'll sand it smooth. So it gets an uneven texture.
Yeah, that is really cool. Your bases are just as done as well as the vehicle itself, though, which is really cool. All right, so let's talk about this vehicle. Like, is there a base kit, or you said this is all scratch built?
It's parts from everywhere. I think the biggest part, it's a die cast body.
Okay.
And they're pretty expensive because I wanted something nice, so. I think the die-cast kits are like $85, but I found a used one and I snatched it up, and so it's kind of heavy, but it's got the body's die-cast. But I stripped everything off of it and rebuilt all the hydraulics, all the, everything that could strip off of it.
I'm just trying to get in your head here about this imagination that you have when you're building, and it's right, Rob. I mean, this is. Just
Yeah,
it's so like very. It's like interesting. Like
Is there anything loaded into it? Like can you see anything from the top view?
There should be a picture.
Oh, there is. We're building up to it.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry,
Right, you
I'm
see
getting
what-
ahead.
But
Rob,
Well, I
man,
just want to see the damn thing. It's awesome.
the whole front hood is all scratch built, or the front from under that hood, all that scratch.
now is this supposed to like be like a hover garbage truck?
Yes. Yeah.
It's like just something out of Judge Dredd.
Right.
Or like Judge Dredd. That's
It's
what this
got a
reminds
whole,
me
and
of, a Fifth Element.
it's automated as well. There's no driver. It's just automated. It's got sensors all over it. And,
I see the robot head in the front.
yeah.
That looks. Hold on a minute. That looks like the robot from Fantastic Four on there.
Wally. It's Wally.
Is that Wally? No, that's he
Right
wasn't.
there.
the robot
Yeah,
Wally.
that's
Could be
Wally.
Johnny number 5.
Right.
I went with the
Need more
GFL.
input.
Oh,
Oh, there we go.
There's
Fucking
some
look at
trash.
that. That
fucking
looks
guy, man, this
awesome.
is so damn cool, man. I'm jealous.
Yeah, this is probably my favorite model I've ever built. It's
I like all the chip paint up top, which would be because when it's moving the thing to dump the garbage in,
Oh,
it's gonna
yeah,
get all
hell
written
yeah.
up. How'd you do those garbage bags? Like, what'd you do?
they're balled up piece of paper, and I take a real trash bag and just stick it in there and pull it kind of tight and tie it.
Should have thrown like a dead body, like an arm, like sticking out of a
I
bag.
didn't think about that. There is a bunch of stuff in there.
Yeah, you could have put like a body part. This could have been
Right.
running through Brooklyn, New York, with with something bad happened.
Oh god.
The body in there. You should have. Oh, you know what? You should go back and add that.
I could, yeah.
Yeah, like a foot.
But it's been to the Nationals and it got a first, so
Right,
much.
but now you don't see. Listen, man, it's not always about shows.
No, it's not. But I'm saying it's really not going to go anywhere else.
Right, but I you know what? I would love to see you scratch build like a limb sticking out of a bag with like a blood, like a blood stain
it's 35th
somewhere.
scale, so I've got plenty of limbs laying around.
What is this? What scale?
It's 35th scale.
Oh, it is 35th. Okay.
Mhm.
Now, what would this is I guess this is sci-fi, right?
Yes.
Wow. Like, what's the GFL stand for?
Well, that's a national. It's actually a Canadian.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
my garbage
I was
company.
just
Yeah,
gonna, I was just gonna say I know that thing. I recognize it.
Right.
Same here.
I picked
Hold
them.
on. Time out. Okay.
Right. I picked them because the color's great. I mean,
Yeah,
and that's the color of all their trucks.
No, I think it's really interesting that like that's a Canadian garbage company or whatever. But here,
But they're down here.
listen, here in Long Island, in New York, in the city, you got the freaking sanitation in New York. And here in Long Island, it's not like there's there's no private carting anymore like that. It's all like it's the town of Oyster Bay, town of Hempstead. They come pick your garbage up. It's not like
But this is the green one. So they're either picking up like recycling or yard waste.
Oh,
right?
is that what the G stands for? Green?
Yeah, green
it's
for life.
actually green for life.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
this those garbage bags you got in the back and definitely not green.
Listen, Rob, we've been taking garbage from you for years. Now we're just going to do it on an industrial scale.
Definitely got to put a dead body back there now.
Yeah.
I really like the color because the contrast. You can do a lot of nice weathering. It'd be really.
It's almost
tough
like a
with
zinc
red.
chromate.
Yeah.
Right.
I like the color. The yellow is really like a yellow greenish color, I guess.
Well, that's the color that all their trucks are. They paint everything that. I
Everything's
work
that
for
color.
them. I mean,
That's cool, man.
And Rob, that's it. We have done everything that Jason has sent us.
Yeah, I mean, I wish you would have sent a couple more.
What 30
pictures,
fucking models at one show, and this is all we get?
well, hey,
Disappointed,
I was
man.
going with the numbers he gave me.
I said to him a million times, send me whatever you want to send me. Send me 5 or 6 pics of everything. Just send it to me. Send me a lot of stuff. We talked a lot about a lot of things. Listen,
Yeah.
on our 10, we'll talk a little longer. A lot of people in the room. We could talk about some stuff, and more and stuff like whatever. But this
I don't know about recycling dead bodies. No.
what about throwing a dead body back there? Sure, why
Well,
not?
that's-
Okay.
Yeah, but recycling it?
Yeah, you don't recycle it.
No.
They're not good for that.
That's what you think.
I mean, you could compost them, I guess. Whatever.
So hold on. So what are you working on, Jay? That's a good question. Like, what crazy shit are you working on now?
I'm upsizing that
Wrong one,
robot that's
Frank.
standing on the Humvee.
You're doing another one. You said right.
Yes, but I'm upsizing it. I've got a rail gun built for it, and I don't know if you can see.
Okay, yeah, there we go.
Oh, nice.
But that's.
What about armor? Any armor pieces? Any other armor pieces you're working on right now?
No, I'd like to, but stuff just keeps getting in the way. I've got a lot of pieces I want to get to. A ton.
Well, you're not. You are a frequent. You get to Wonderfest whenever you can, though, right? Or if it's in the like.
I've only been once.
Because I know you picked Wonderfest over amps a couple of years ago.
Yeah, because I've never been, but it's also pretty expensive and a lot of line waiting. I don't know if it's
right, but it's a big show.
Yeah.
Didn't Frankie Blanton go to a Wonderfest over amps?
Yeah, we all went together. Yeah.
Oh, did he go?
He's got a lot of nerve too. That guy for doing that. We got to talk about that. Wonderfest.
It was.
Well, how many days is that show? That's that's a big show, right?
It is
a 3-day show.
It's but it's run differently than we're used to. If you've never been, it's run very different.
Right. Now it's mostly like sci-fi type.
Yes, but it's run like a convention. And,
right.
And making money is an important part of it for them.
It's like a Comic-Con with models.
Yeah, everything costs. It costs a lot. I'm not bitching those. That's what they do. It's different.
Right.
Like if you want to get in you can pay, I don't remember what it was, $20 more, and you can get in the vendor room an hour before everybody else.
Yeah.
Things, there's just a lot of things for your money. It's expensive to enter.
How's the vending there?
It was really cool. Some stuff you don't see anywhere else.
Really?
For sure. Oh, yeah.
In this day now where you can get fucking anything online in a split second. What do you need? I'll get on my phone. I'll get it right now.
Yeah.
Right now. What do you want?
Right. I mean, that's what you say, but there's a lot of small garage guys out there that can't get their message out.
No, I agree. And one of the problems, and we talked about this on the podcast on one of the episodes prior, is those shows are great, right? But if you're not selling your shit for a good price, you're going home with it.
Right.
Unless it's something that someone really freaking wants.
Right.
Like, at the IPMS Nationals this year, some things were at a good price. And there was one guy, right, Rob and Frank, you heard what Tooch was talking about. There's one guy that was selling Wingnut Wings kits, and everybody knows about Wingnut Wings. They kind of not around, and people are hoarding them kind of, and they're selling for, crazy prices. But someone was selling Wingnut Wings prices at a very reasonable price, whatever that might be. Just consider it reasonable. And then there was another guy selling models, Wingnut Wing kits, was his own stash or somebody he was selling it for at an astronomical price, right, Rob? Tooch was saying? Mm-hmm. So you got a guy selling like kit A for $100 or $125 or $150, and the guy's selling the same kit for $300.
Well, is it the same kit though? That's one.
It was. Well, if I remember right, if we go back and listen, or if we remember what Tooch was talking about, there were similar kits at a much higher price, and someone was like, "Well, that guy over there is selling these same kits at a much less price." He's like, "Well, I'm not dropping my prices." That guy probably went home with every freaking kit again.
Yeah,
probably. Yeah.
You're driving all the way to a show. What's up, Frankie?
Well, that's at every show. When I went to Torcan, I bought that. I bought the TriStar Panzer IV, right? The tank destroyer, the 470. I paid $20. I found 3 more of them. The cheapest was $55. The most expensive was $70.
Mm-hmm.
I paid $20. Same kit. Yeah,
listen, like we talked about, like Andy was there, Squadron was there. You walked the vendor room, Jay. We were together.
Yeah.
You got Squadron, who's got half their warehouse there. Now he can afford to sell his kits at a very reasonable price because he's got so much shit there, right? It's thousands of kits at a convention, right? But how are you going to compete with them when you're a small mom and pop store? You got to sell your kits at a reasonable price. I'm not saying you want to give stuff away, but you want to sell the stuff at a good price. Years ago, I used to go to a show and they didn't have the internet, or internet didn't have what they have today. And you love going to shows because you would always find that little diamond in the rough, or You know, like you find a kit that you couldn't find or that your local hobby shop doesn't have, and you were getting stuff at good prices. You were getting them at show prices. That was the deal. Now you go to freaking shows and it's like, dude, you want $70 for this kit. I can go on Sprue Brothers right now and get it for 55.
Right.
And I'm only paying for, a couple of dollars extra for shipping. Why would I, I know you want to help people out, but these guys, they come to these shows, they want to sell their models, they want to sell their products. You're paying X amount of dollars for, I bought a table there for the podcast for one day. I mean, you get them for the whole 4 days or whatever it was, but we were there for $120. Now, if you have 8, 9, 10 tables, it's costing you $1,000 to sell your shit there.
Yeah, just for the tables.
Right.
Yeah.
You better sell your stuff or have your prices, your stuff at a price where people are actually going to buy shit. So, how did you do with the Nationals and IPMS? Did you buy good stuff?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Actually, no. I hardly bought anything at all.
Yeah, I bought a couple of little things there. I don't really spend money at them because, like you said, they had stuff at Wonderfest. You pay $20 to get in there earlier, which is okay. I can understand that. Maybe you get you get past the table that has something that you want. You get it, earlier. But for $20, man, you better freaking be buying something, not just walking around with your hand up your ass.
Right. No. I found a couple things. That was great. I actually found a couple kits I've been looking for that are really hard to find, and so I was happy about that.
No, that's good. Listen,
that was worth it. They weren't super cheap, but he had them, and that's
right.
You gotta. The one thing I've learned, you buy it when you see it, because
man.
That's the thing. You pass
every
it, be gone.
I've been screwed at every big show because I'm like,
yeah,
I'll get back to that. Like, it's not going to take me long to get around, and then sure shit, it's gone.
Buy when you see it.
Yeah.
Right. Listen, that's just the way. That's the nature of the beast when it comes to a show like that. Like we have ArmorCon this weekend. Like I was talking before, we're going to be at ArmorCon.
Right.
We can't make the PAXCon show. There is PAXCon going on. I know D-Ran and them are posting pics. That guy, the Model Geeks. I wish we could have been down there with them, Rob. That would have been, Frank, you guys would have made it anyway. But if it wasn't the same weekend, I would have went. If it was next weekend, I'd be going to back-to-back shows because I wanted to get down there and see them. So PAXCon is going on this weekend, as well as ArmorCon up in Connecticut. Jay, you never been to an ArmorCon, I don't think, but some of the Virginia guys get up once in a while. So
no, we did come to when Amps had the National there.
Right, 2017, I think it was.
Yeah.
That was a good show. That was a nice Amps. That hotel is not there no more. They closed that. Now we have to do ArmorCon in Southbury, which is north of where that is, ironically. We were in Danbury, now we're further north than at Southbury. I'm not a big fan of that hotel, though. It's okay, but listen, ArmorCon's good. It's a fun show. It's like a very more intimate version of Amps Nationals, right? You're getting between 200 and 300 models.
That's a pretty small show for 2, and that's a 2-day show.
One year that show it got really crazy when it was a 1-day show back like in 2008. Like it was like a 1-day show. It was a time when the Nationals was not I think it was a couple of years the Nationals was kind of moving around at that point. Wasn't just at Havre de Grace anymore. It was moving around the country. And it was a little further away than normal. So a lot of people came to ArmorCon that year, or Amps East at the time it was called. And there was so many freaking models at that show that it like took forever to judge, right? So they started doing 2 days, and sometimes it's warranted, but sometimes it's not. It's like a hit and miss. Last year, ArmorCon was great. They had over 300-something models for an Amp show, which was not bad. You got to remember, in Atlanta, they only got like 100. A little over 100 models. Yeah, not many. But you got to remember, that Atlanta show is an Amps and Figure show combined. So a lot of the numbers that you would get in an Amp show because of the figures is not entered in Amps. It's entered in the figure part of the show. So that might lessen the number when it comes to Amps, if I'm not mistaken. I know Jeff is in here. Bit. I saw Jeff Feller in here, and I think he went to that Atlanta show. Did you ever go to the Atlanta show, Jay? Did you ever go to Atlanta? Yeah, right. Am I right about that, though? It's a figure show and an Amp show at the same venue.
Yes.
But it's separate.
And the venue's not that big either.
Right.
Right.
It's not that big. ArmorCon is it's nice. And we're gonna have a good time this weekend. Listen, I hate shows. I'm not a show person. I say this all the time. I'm not a big fan of going and hanging out at shows. And if Santucci was here, he would probably say the same thing. Rivers like within 5-10 minutes of being at the show, he's like, "When are we leaving?" Like, I want to go. Like, I don't know. I'm just not a show person, man. It's not a part of the hobby that really does anything for me. You know?
I can agree with that some, but the Nationals this year, I spent almost the whole 4 days in the room with the models, just seeing what people were doing. Everybody's gotten so good anymore,
right?
That there was thousands of models. Just
I know.
Eye candy for days, and I
was there.
I'm there.
I mean, we were there one day, right? I was there on the Thursday. Me, Tooch, and Justin were there on the one day, and I think in the one day was enough. I saw what I saw at the show. I gave out chips for the podcast. I gave out chips for Military Modelcraft International, Guardline Publications. I put out chips for the magazine, and I put out amps chips. And I'm going to tell you right now, that was enough. Here, the Classic Plastic Show was Sunday. Yeah, that's the show up in Massachusetts. Jason, put the address so where it's at, so we'll put it on the screen. I don't know exactly if write down the address for the Plastic Classic Show, whatever the hell it's called. That
just get on it. Just get on it, Jason. Fuck.
Yeah, but I think I absorbed enough of that show on the day that I was there, though, Jason. I don't know.
I don't agree. I agree.
I know we argue about this all the time, but what I'm saying is listen, it's a different thing, man. Like,
yeah, like I say, I really enjoyed. There's so much good stuff to look at that I really wanted to enjoy other people's work and see how they did.
I agree with that. That's
but it's the raffle and it's the bullshit with
the raffle.
And, yeah, the raffle's fucking great, man.
I've been to more amps nationals that I can count. I don't think I've ever bought a raffle ticket to anything at any show.
We don't have raffles up here.
Yeah, I've never bought a raffle ticket to anything.
We have silent auctions. You can do that, but no raffles. So when I go to the raffles, and I've never been skunked on a raffle yet either. I came home with an M1070. I don't know why the fuck I picked that because I had to fly home.
Oh, you can pick what you want.
Yeah.
Well, because there was the big ticket prizes, right? Mm-hmm. And then there was the small ticket prize.
Right.
So I bought $20 of each, I think it was, or whatever. And then after that, because I'd had a few drinks. After I picked that
show, you
more than a few.
After I picked that M1070, I was like, wait a minute. There was fucking airbrushes and shit. There was all kinds of shit.
You were drunk. Imagine if
I know. I just wanted that big truck. And
Rob wanted mass. I want the biggest fucking box that's left.
Drunk man wins the $1 million lottery. Chooses the gumball instead.
So I did.
Yeah. So it still ended up costing me $50. Still a good deal, but yeah.
Here we go. Lawrence Elk, 652 Andover Street, Lawrence, Massachusetts, 8-3. There we go. So you'll see Jason and a bunch of the guys from the new Model Car Mania podcast. If anybody's not tuned into that podcast, it's great. Model Car Mania podcast. If you're into cars, and this is an offshoot of a prior podcast, but Jason Hanscom and Brian Gugamos, BG, our own Justin Ryan, and Jody, as well as Mike Outlaw on that show. We're hoping Justin gets a good fit over there because we might be having open auditions for the Insanity to take Justin Ryan's place. So I'm taking resumes. Send me an email, messenger. If you want to be a co-host on the Model Insanity podcast, just let me know because very soon Justin will be moving over permanently, even though he is there permanently, but he's going to be off the Insanity soon. I'm sure he's watching right now. So we're going to try to replace him as soon as possible. Is that right, Rob? Is that what we decided?
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to disagree with me. So hold on. Can we get a quorum? Frankie, what do you think?
Hopefully he watches this because this is for him. You know.
Yeah, no. So, Jay, did you have a good time or what?
Oh, yeah. That was a lot
of fun.
I'm
really glad you came on. We're just about an hour and a half, so we're going to kind of wind down here because then people start getting antsy, especially Frankie Donati.
I mean, who wouldn't like talking about their models? I mean,
dude, listen, I wanted you when we were thinking about who to have on the next show. I was like, I got to ask Jason to come on because you do really inspiring work, and I know that if you showed your work, you would definitely inspire somebody to try something different and do something different. I'm going to tell you, between your tanks, your armor, you're doing airliners, you're doing whatever the fuck you're doing with the sci-fi
Robots,
stuff is out of
Gundams.
control, right? The Marquis, the cars. Very inspiring that you do so many different things and you do it all well. You're not like sacrificing any modeling skills at all from one genre to the next, right, Frank?
Absolutely.
Right.
Well,
So,
that's how you get better at each one of them.
Yeah, man. That's my mantra too. Like
this project that
if I like it and it's made out of plastic, I'll make it.
Right.
Okay.
This project you're working on right now, take a lot of in progress photos and send them to me, please. I think that's work that you do would do awesome in fantasy figure. I think it'll look great.
Okay.
It gives you an opportunity to get some exposure too. I think Dave Grumman would love your work if you did anything.
Oh hell yeah!
The armor, I'm not,
especially the garbage truck. The garbage truck.
The garbage truck. Fucking garbage truck is cool, man.
Fuck
Dead body in the back though would definitely add some character to it. Some blood coming down the side. Like you remember Frenchie when he got thrown in the dumps in Goodfellas and he gets thrown in the garbage truck. That's what I want. I want to see Frenchie.
You want to make Rob happy. You throw some ramen back there. Just have some spilled ramen noodles kind of spread around. Right. A little
we got
coupon or something like that.
Yeah, he is humble, Jeff. I know he's very humble, man. That's the way. And you listen, you're humble too, for God's sake. Something in the freaking water over that part of the country, I think.
Oh,
all great model is and very humble.
Is that Jeff Fella?
That is Jeff Fella.
Yeah. Nice guy. I love it. Yeah.
Rob, what do I say about Jeff?
He's a fucking great guy.
Nicest guy in the hobby right there.
Right.
Jeff Fella, man. You'll never meet
I thought that was Steve Munzel.
Steve Munzel is on my list, man. I'm not. Steve is. I don't know. I'm not a fan anymore.
Adam Jackson.
Adam Jackson is the most enthusiastic.
He is.
Yeah,
listen, Steve Munzel's an amazing, great guy, man. If people don't use value gear on their models or ever have an opportunity to hang out with Steve Munzel, you're just missing out.
Dude, we should put that commercial on our page again. Just it's fucking awesome.
Oh, the value gear commercial.
Yeah, the classic.
You know what we should do? What we should do is this. I don't know if anybody would want it. We should do like an old when Mike used to do like the AMC show. They used to do like commercials in the middle of it. We could do like a commercial for like value gear. We should make commercials about some shit, just goofing off, doing funny things. You know what, Frankie? You are the mind behind the madness. Start thinking of something funny skits that can be recorded.
Maybe one night we'll do a special episode where we show our shit and talk about it, so everybody can see that. What do you think?
Well, we kind of do that a little bit on the bench, but I agree. We can do that. You want me to feature you? You want to be a featured guy, Rob?
No. It would just be one show with all of us showing a couple of our things, and
you want to have Steve Santucci showing his shit? People shut
absolutely. That motorcycle looks fucking great, and the bass he did for it. That people should see that.
Yeah, he fucking stepped that shit up a fucking huge
really
notch,
good on
man.
that. It looks great.
Listen, Jason, thank you.
No, he did a good job
on the condensator on my wish list because after I saw that, I had to go find it.
Yeah, that thing is fucking cool, man.
It is. It was a nice model. I have nothing bad to say, other than needing it doesn't have any hydraulic hoses or fittings. So
yeah, but none of them do anyways, usually. So
freaking Chuck is like Adam. Listen, it's Yom Kippur today. He's it's a day of atonement for Adam right now. I told him he needs to think about all the sins he made this year building aircraft.
Yeah.
Well, what I appreciated the most about this show, Jason, was your wide variety of your work and your imagination that goes behind it all.
Yeah. It's inspiring.
The skill is obviously there. I'm just talking about the things that are beyond the skill. So appreciate talking with you, and I would like to share some ideas with you.
Yeah, anytime.
No, Jay, this was great. I really appreciate you coming on. I know a lot of guys really enjoyed it. This is a good show. Your stuff is outstanding. Don't change who you are, man. Great guy, Jay. I always say, and it's always good seeing you when I run into you at an AMPS Nationals.
Always.
I look forward to it. You're one of the good ones, man. They should all be like you, to be honest with you. Some other guys should take cue.
You'll get a high five and a bum squeeze from me when I see it.
Oh, nice.
I'm just going to be sad that the friggin' GLF trucks that are going, GFL trucks that are going by my place aren't hovering, man. Mine are on wheels.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
There's a dead body back there. You never know.
Right.
You live in a rough neighborhood, Frankie. You live in a rough neighborhood, man.
There may have been some neighborly relocations done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I appreciate it. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, we do.
Yeah, that was-
Listen, this was great, and listen, man, don't be a stranger. You know, we have the build rooms, guys. Actually, I'm going to be in the. I got a lot of shit to do because I got to leave for the show tomorrow, and I'm a deadline, so I might be in this room for a couple of hours. So, whoever wants to build some models and break my chops for a couple of hours, I'll be in the build room at least until midnight tonight, I think. So I will be in the Discord. So if anybody wants to join up, we're going to be doing it, right? So, anything else?
I'm good.
Just make
I'm
sure
good, man.
subscribe.
Thank
If you
y'all.
haven't subscribed to the channel, like us, like this live stream. That way it gets out. But it's been doing good.
I'm
And
inspired right now.
what?
This show inspired me. His
Right.
work inspired me.
No, it did,
That's-
man. But
my
Rob,
kinda jam.
hold on. I know we were going to sign off, but let me say this again. When I told you Jay was coming on, I'm gonna like, dude, you're gonna see all of Jay's work, man. You're gonna
I know.
leave away going, I gotta build that.
That's true. You did
Hey,
say that.
just-
You're like
you
you're
gotta-
gonna love this guy.
Yeah, you got to have fun with it. I mean, that's
Absolutely, man.
Listen,
step outside what you go bold. I mean, again, I get with that airplane model, all those guys build better airplanes than I do, but I wasn't afraid to go bold and just do something that
It stands out and it shows creativity. Like it's just
right.
That's the way I roll too. Like not much of my stuff looks like I turned a Viper into a Decepticon, right? So it's all Decepticon and did Arctic camo on it and shit. Like it just boom. When you walk by it, you're like, what the fuck
When
is
I
that? Right?
Right.
Draws
And what I always
attention.
say, if you're not having a good time every time you're in the room building, you're doing it wrong.
Right.
Right.
I think bogging yourself down in all the details and all the accuracy and stuff, it's a bog down, in my opinion.
Right.
Some people enjoy doing that, and that's great. That's not me. I just want to paint it cool
Right.
and make it look cool. Right.
right.
Yeah. Well, Jay, don't go anywhere when we sign off. I want you to stay on, all right? Because we're going to
Okay.
go out and then we'll stay on, all right? All right, guys. So we're going to sign off. We appreciate everybody watching. There will be another show next Thursday. I'm not exactly sure who the guest is going to be just yet, but we're trying to set that up. But just make sure you watch out for that. We just
It'll be
dropped
someone.
right. We just dropped a new episode the other day. We had Mike Hillary and Greg DeFranco talking about figures. There's a couple other things we talked about. There's a great little rant at the end of that episode. And you know what? We're going to be recording again very soon. And I guarantee there will be a discussion that we're going to discuss on this next podcast that's going to freaking drive me crazy. And you're going to hear me bitch and complain and rant and call a lot of shit out.
I'm actually looking forward to that.
So this is going to be a show of shows soon for the podcast. I cannot wait to record it. I wanted to do it tonight, but no one wants to do it yet. So we got to wait a couple of days. And I just please look forward to that episode 38, which is going to be coming out soon. And you're going to hear me going off about something. All right. So for the Modeling Insanity podcast and Insanity TV, I'm Rob Riv with Frankie Donati.
Thanks for spending time with us.
Rob Adams.
Have a great evening, everyone.
And our guest tonight, Mr. Jason Jennings.
Thank y'all.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the flip side.